pause in your research. Pause, pause, pause. Good afternoon, Liverpool. Good afternoon. Good. We are work. Work. And work stands for?
Washing Up Research Project. Washing Up Revolutionary Party!
Wriggly worm under red pants.
Oh, Richard, we've had words about taking the research seriously, haven't we, before? Are you sorry? Would you like to apologise to these ladies and gentlemen?
I'm very sorry, I didn't mean
You did.
He's going to take it seriously from now on.
I think you should get the
Now, we are work. And you might be sat there thinking, the washing up's a very strange kind of thing to research. Am I right? Yeah. However, I'm probably not the only one to notice that the world around us at the moment is pretty not great, is it? And I don't even want to go into all of the different horrible things that are happening around the world. But just everything seems so massive. And also, you know, with social media and everything, it's really hard to have an opinion. You're really scared you're going to get shouted down or something, aren't you? And it's really hard to know the right thing to say. So, William Blake said, try to imagine the whole of the universe in a grain of sand. And that's kind of what we want to do with the washing up. Because we kind of believe that no one's an expert in washing up. We all do it, some more than others. And we believe that if we really study the washing up and the habits, what goes on in households, what goes on in families, what goes on in relationships and the washing up, and particularly student-shared washing up houses, if we study all of this and really understand it, maybe we can begin to understand the human race a little better. And maybe we can build a compassionate community and change the world through washing up research! Now, we've been doing a lot of research. I'm the chief researcher, but not the only researcher. And our researchers join us for very different reasons. So, Julio, why did you decide to become a worker?
I decided to become a worker because I found that in my studies that if people did a little bit of the washing up every day, just a small bit, it can connect them to an epic, cosmic cycle of life. And this triggers a sense of belonging and well-being. So I propose that we encourage the washing up.
Not getting a massive response from that viewpoint. However, it's fine because there are different points of view. No, I noticed you sort of shaking your head and perhaps doing a bit of eye rolling there.
A lot of eye rolling.
Because you came to the Washing Up Research Project for a very different reason.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's a scourge upon us as a human race. I believe it is a waste of our valuable time. And with research, hopefully we can find a way to eradicate it completely from existence and free us from the washing up.
Yes, I think that's exactly what we want to do. Now, before coming to Liverpool, we've been to Manchester. And, yeah, wait till you hear about the washing habits of people in Manchester. Julio, can you tell them about Manchester?
Well, so the workers and they researched Manchester, and they found that people in Manchester like whipping each other with tea towels. You know, sometimes nice little sibling stories of flicking like that. But there was one man called Dave in the shared house, and he put his tea towels, he soaked them in water, put them in the freezer, and then he would get them out and attack his housemates with them.
Cool.
Assault, really, isn't it? Don't do that at home. No, in Manchester you found out some equally disturbing things, I think.
Well, yeah, I mean, Sophia has ended relationships, multiple relationships, over the washing up. I'm sure she's not the only one. Debbie hates the washing up with a passion, and she can't really even think about it after the time when she was washing up with her mum and they got into an argument about Debbie not being allowed to go to the under-18s disco. She ended up hitting her mum over the head with a frying pan and nearly killing her. Now, that might just be Manchester people, I don't know, but great wars are won and lost at the battlefield of the kitchen sink.
So let's find out a little bit about Liverpool. I wish we had a clapometer, but the budget won't run to it, so we're going to have a cheer-ometer instead. So, in a moment, I'd like you to cheer if you love the washing up.
Yay!
And now, if you hate the washing up, cheer. Yay! I think it'd be fair to say that Liverpool hates it more than it loves it. Yes, okay. Julio and Neil, I believe you've got something to show us.
We do indeed.
So, cheer if your tea towels at home look more like this. Or more like this.
Some honest people.
Yes, the honesty of Liverpool. So, and now I'd like you to cheer if you feel that you do the most washing up in your house. And cheer now if someone else does. See, logically, in nearly every audience, everybody thinks they do the most washing up. So just have a think about that, will you? Anyway, that's enough for now. I'm going to leave the workers to their research. You may continue with your research.
Starfish and coffee, maple syrup and jam, butterscotch cloud, a tangerine, a side order of ham. If you set your mind free, baby, maybe you'll understand. Starfish and coffee, maple syrup and jam.
The bare necessity.
Forget about your worries and just try.
Bare necessity. Well, you ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't never caught no rabbit, you ain't no friend of mine.
Well, now go, walk out the door, just turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. La 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 la. Just like traveled each and every highway, but more, much more than this, I did it my
Are you sitting comfortably? Well, it's me, the one you all called upon with your songs, exalting me in a seemingly long-lost tradition. Well, I hear you, asking me what I really am and what I should really mean to you. For I am the god of the washing up. I was born of your human evolution. Before fire, I did not exist. The moment you realised that fire cooked food and heated water, I came into power. I have reigned supreme over humanity since long before your people even discovered tea, let alone teaspoons. From your earliest congregations whereupon you first worshipped me, but always by bodies of water. Your communities were built around the accessibility of water, not just for drinking, but for cooking and cleaning the utensils with which you eat. I am omnipresent. I exist even when you believe I don't. I am the Alpha and the Omega. I am the draining board to your desperation and degeneration. I am the sponge to your suppurating sores and disease. You spill your guts into my washing bowl, yet still you demand an empty vessel in which to wash. So I say to thee, Take then the marigolds of questionable morality and wash on. Wash on. And when you have washed all of your dishes, your pots and your pans, you may think you are done. But I am always waiting, right there, in the hunger of your belly, until your next meal or innocent cup of tea. Always waiting, always listening, never ending. So keep raising those teaspoons in exhortation. May your water be warm and soapy, and your eating be clean.
Eating be clean.
It all starts with a teaspoon, followed by a teacup, and then a cereal bowl, and then another cereal bowl. Suddenly it's lunchtime. You think soup would be divine. You leave a pan behind. You leave a bowl behind. You leave a spoon behind.
2 spoons, one from earlier.
It's stacking up, the washing up. So who's gonna do it?
You.
Will it be you?
You.
Who's gonna do it?
You.
Will it be you?
You.
You say it's my turn. Ooh. But when are you gonna learn? Ooh. I hate to be told.
Hate to be told.
I never do what I'm told.
Never do what I'm told.
And as far as I can tell,
Ooh.
you're a liar, go to hell.
Ooh.
I did it yesterday.
I did it yesterday.
I'll end up doing it today.
And I'm doing it today. But I'll be damned if I'm doing it tomorrow.
It's stacking up, the washing up. So who's gonna do it?
You.
Will it be you?
You.
Who's gonna do it?
You.
Will it be you?
You.
Who's gonna do it?
You.
Will it be you?
You.
Who's gonna do it?
You.
It's gonna be
Me? Do they not know who I am? I'm not washing up those dishes or those dirty spoons.
Oh. How long do you think it's been?
About 3 days now, I think. More like 3 weeks, I think.
Oh God, it feels like 3 years. It's so cold in here.
Oh, guys. Oh, here comes someone.
Oh God, no point in being optimistic. No one's ever coming. They're just going to leave us here in the bottom of this freezing cold sink. I mean, they might come for you, a serving spoon, a ladle, a dessert spoon, but a dirty old teaspoon like me, nobody ever cares, do they? Just leave you there forever. Freezing.
Oh, maybe they're coming back. Oh, maybe this time.
Oh God. No, that's it. They're never coming. Definitely not for me. I mean, how long have I even been in here? I don't even recall. I mean, I've been at the bottom of this freezing cold sink covered in... I don't even know what this is. I mean, I'm not even supposed to be this colour. Oh.
Will you
yourself together.
I'm making my hand.
Shh. Oh, here comes someone.
It arrived. I'm free. I worship Indesit, my new higher power. Sort of fancy the Zanussi, but what I'm given I'll take. Now it's plugged and plumbed out. Run a quick wash for God's sake.
I'm getting washed! I'm getting washed!
It's about time you got one of these.
The dishwasher was
Be
broken.
sure to load me on the top any more time with that ghastly teaspoon.
You gonna make me sparkle?
Like a new spoon speaker.
What is happening?
Don't get washed, it's nice and fluffy and bubbly.
I don't believe it. I don't trust humans!
So I thrill to the sound as it gurgles and rumbles. The momentary blindness on my steamed up glasses as I open the door. Look, fresh clean plates.
And spoons!
Didn't have to stand by the sink this time at least. Goodbye you losers by the sink as you scrub. Goodbye dirty tea towels as never enough. Goodbye to those memories triggered as I washed. Goodbye to those moments by myself. Oh gosh. To think I might miss it. I'm beginning to worry I don't stand by the dishwasher making up stories. I run around distracted by my other chores. Those moments I truly adored. Am I a fool? So quick to solve. Problems imagined that needed no resolve. Truth be known, I live alone and don't use many dishes. Could easily just wash them. Just to have those moments of quiet self-reflection. Am I afflicted or am I imprisoned? Or just imagined I felt such lonely derision? Truth be told, as I'm beginning to tell, washing dishes is okay, not my imagined hell.
You know what I'd like to do? We're washing up with Darth Vader.
Oh yeah, use the fork.
Right? And nobody's coming in that kitchen if you stand there, so...
Not going to happen.
Never.
When I do the washing up, I like to have a bit of a dance around.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, cannot dance.
Well, we all know I love the washing up, but when it comes to the cheese grater, no, it's really faffy and positively dangerous.
Well, the egg slice is much more dangerous.
True,
It's
true.
very sharp.
Yes, yes, we don't want to touch that.
So,
I've done the washing up for a month.
Good man!
Yeah.
Good washer.
Bad.
I'd like to do the washing up with Janis Joplin.
Is that all?
Well, I'm going to do the washing up with Mick Huck.
Oh my god, you're so angsty.
Sad old.
But I ain't washing up these plates because there's no bowl.
You don't need a bowl. You just need a sink.
You're obviously new to this. It's common sense to use a bowl.
Are you patronising me? A sink is clearly the best.
You're just out of touch. The general public use a bowl.
Well, I've spoken to the general public, and they clearly prefer the old sturdy sink.
Just calm down.
Calm down? What do you mean, calm down?
What is going on here? Are you really arguing about a bowl and a sink?
Yes!
Stop acting like children! Arguing stuff around like children. There's more important things going on in the world than arguing about a sink and a bowl. But if we are going to have an adult way to settle this, it may as well be with a debate. It's time for God's question time! Let's start with a point from the bowl!
Well, I thank you God, I thank you God. Coming back to reality though,
You need a bowl, don't you? Because when you've got your cup of tea, half drunk and gone cold, where'd you pour it? Down the side. Runs away. Leaves your water clean. Have a bowl. Keep your water clean. Keep your water clean.
Sinks are where it's at. Sinks are the original and the best. Did you know there's more germs in a bowl than in a man's urinal in a public toilet? According to the head of nursing in Kingston University, no less. Bowls are unnecessary and unhygienic. Sink or swim.
Sink or swim. Sink or swim. Sink or swim.
What a load of frivolous nonsense. I know you in fact got one of those really fancy double sinks with a little draining bit in the middle.
Go faster, twice now.
Well, yeah, that says it all, doesn't it? Back to basics. Sink requires plumbing. So not everybody in the world has a sink. It's fairer, it's more just, it's more equal opportunities. Everybody has a bowl.
Well, everybody has a bowl. Now you're making stuff up.
Bowls for everybody.
Bowls for everybody.
Something outside says the politics of space. The sink is merely larger, you can get more in it, more water. Bigger is better.
Bigger is better.
Bigger is better.
Yes.
Bigger is better.
Yeah, he'd know. Not. Because you'd be talking about bigger is better. Anyway, back to this, which is, I was going to say that if you have a bowl, you save water, because the sink is very big. So, saving water, saving water, saving water, saving water.
What are most bowls made of? Plastic. Our oceans are full of plastic.
Amen.
Yep. Porcelain is okay, but the best I think is steel. I say, get real. Stainless steel. Get real. Stainless steel.
Anna, is that any use to you? No. Can you reach to wash up in a sink? No. What do you need? A bowl. Like this? Yes. It could be silicone. Have it on a table and you can wash up. Lovely. And then afterwards you can take your water and you can go out to your tomatoes and you can do what you're growing.
You can leave your bowl in the garden while you're out.
Accessibility! Accessibility! Accessibility!
Accessible sinks as well.
Are there any points from the audience at all? Know how everyone loves a bit of audience participation? No? Right. Well, your audience participation is necessary. Underneath your seat, you will find a pink glove and a yellow glove.
Pink for sinks.
It's yellow glove!
Pink for sinks.
Yellow glove! Wave your gloves in the air! Results are in, people of Liverpool, and the results are...
Come on, Charlie.
I'm going to have my moment.
I think she's Chris Tarrant.
I am. The results are 48% to the seat.
someone's doing dishes, but it can't be him.
But it can only be him.
But he never does the dishes.
No, he never does the dishes.
He moves them around, don't get me wrong. He puts them on the side and then he stacks them upon one another, creating a tower of dishes.
But he never does them. There's always dishes, but he never does them at all. There's dishes, but he never does them. There's always dishes, but he never does them at all.
But he does fill the sink with the hot water and the soap, and he puts all the greasy shit in there to soak. He'll leave it overnight, and I guess he just hopes I'll wake up in a good mood and I'll do the dishes.
But he never does them. There's always dishes, but he never does them at all. There's dishes, but he never does them. There's always dishes, but he never does them at all.
So maybe he's done one, maybe he's done two.
Maybe he's picked up a fork off the floor once and washed it.
Maybe there was a time when I wiped something down.
The only thing I'm sure of, he's the king with a crown of never
Doing dishes, though they're always piling up. He never does the dishes, though they're always stacking up. No, he never does the dishes, though they're always piling up. He never does the dishes, no, never at all.
What are you getting in? Actually, I know it's not my right there. Go sit down, take away your food. Nice sofa to sit on, get your rug, get cosy, cup of tea. And I'm going to tell a story. A sink-side story. And this could be my story. Or actually, it might be her story. More likely, her story, actually. But it could be your story. Don't know. But I'm going to have to read it because I haven't got a brain anymore, no memory, and that's another story. But anyway, okay, here we go. It's a sink-side story, and it's called A Dirty Reminder of the Power of the Patriarchy. Thursday nights used to be her favourite. It had been a mutual decision, you see, a New Year's resolution, because they'd been living together for 4 years already. So, to keep meal times interesting, and for health reasons, of course, they agreed that once a week she could pick a meal, anything she wanted that she would cook. And on a Thursday the question, "What's for dinner?" wasn't allowed. If asked, it would go unanswered because it was to be a surprise. But really it was subterfuge, because he never did the dishes. It was a point of contention in their relationship. He did cook, sometimes, and perhaps he washed up once, maybe twice. But by creating a special date night, a home-cooked, exotic dinner she thought he would offer, and of his own initiative, be inspired to wash up, almost as a round of applause, standing ovation, physical act in appreciation of her special efforts. And At first she enjoyed the idea of it. Food freedom, she thought. She scrolled through recipes on websites from around the world. She was fascinated by homemade versions of anything. Tater tot Thursday to tilapia Thursday, taco to Thai green curry Thursday. She enjoyed it all at first. But it soon became apparent that with great possibilities come great mountains of washing up. Blenders with remnants of that Thai curry paste, bowls upon mixing bowls, towering up to meet the ceiling, whisks, spoons, graters, pots and pans, covered every kitchen surface. And every new meal she lovingly prepared created more and more washing up. Each roux, each jus, each stock, each gravy, every marmalade she lovingly crafted needed new utensils. And extra gadgets were purchased and added to the mountain of dishes found in their kitchen on a Thursday afternoon. The first few times she was so excited about trying out the new recipes she'd been salivating about. But look, he's the kind of man who likes what he likes, just like he knows what he knows. And he didn't much like the moussaka she'd made from scratch, because he thought it was going to have meat in it. She, on the other hand, she loved the moussaka and the baba ganoush, and she hated the washing up. And love is a strange thing. No rhyme, no reason, no logic, but so is hate. And she hated the washing up. And it became apparent that he was happy to try the new foods from around the world that she had spent the best part of the day sourcing and preparing. He was even happy to complain from time to time. But by Friday morning, it was clear that the one thing he was not happy to do was the washing up. And so war ensued. At first it was just a cold war. Just sideways glances, passive-aggressive mentionings of, I did cook, followed by, well, I go to work all day. She decided she would stand against all the patriarchal bullshit she despised by resistance. She would not wash up. She would not cave in. So that was the last Thursday she ever cooked. And the washing up was left untouched in the kitchen until Sunday. They both ignored it. She pretended to be engrossed in what they were watching on TV. She was ignoring his question, because she knew if she responded, she would take his blanking head off. And in the days surrounding the washing up showdown, her resentment built with every clean cup of tea she saw him use. But she didn't say a word. It was the sound of silence. She was testing him to see how long it would take him to realise it was his kitchen too, and also his responsibility. She'd been on a lonesome for days, confounded by the fact he hadn't done any washing up. But he'd just turned it up to the boil by saying something so stupid as,
Are you on strike?
Well, when I was growing up, my mum did all the cooking and did all the washing up. And I didn't really notice any of it. All that stacking and soaking and washing and rinsing and drying and putting away and then all over again. You know, looking back, us kids and our dad, we never recognized this. We never saw this as unfair, this unpaid work. I now understand why she used to moan all the time. She'd go, I never get a holiday! Like when we were all on holiday. To this day, term self-catering holiday is a swear word to my mum and me.
I really, really, really just don't get it. You know, if you cook, you don't wash up. That's the rule.
When I was growing up, my mum did the washing up. Have our food, take our plates up to the sink, and my mum would sort of chill us away. It was her domain. She would do the washing up. It's just what I'm used to.
When I was
So far, so good.
When I lived with Sam, I did most of the washing up. I was happy to, really, because the kitchen was my domain and woe betide anybody that would help. Except whoever cooked didn't do the washing up.
We always had a dishwasher from as far back as I can remember. And that's why, when I was a kid, a real treat for me was to go to my grandma's and to do the washing up, proper washing up. And my dad considered himself to be a master loader at the dishwasher. He thought he could get anything in where everyone else failed. Now, I don't think that's a particularly masculine skill, do you? I'm certainly not a master loader in my house now.
You know, you would not have wanted to do the washing up at my grandmother's house because she was living in Morocco and she didn't have any running water, so you have to carry the buckets down to the local tap, and water is really heavy. So that's mostly why I hate the washing up, I think.
Yeah. But my mum was a 50s bride, 50s housewife, 50s piggy, hers. And there were 4 of us under the age of 6. Dad was away at sea. She literally did everything she just did. But as I grew up, I loved it. I loved learning off her. I was in the kitchen, learned to cook from her and washed up as we went along, and it was kind of cool. It was cool. It's not worked like that with my daughter. I don't know what I've done wrong. But she really doesn't come in the kitchen.
I wish I could do the washing up with my mum. I used to like the days when we do the baking, followed by the washing up and the chatting and the laughing.
I still miss my mum now, yeah. She was absolutely the heart of our house, the heart of the kitchen. And when they're gone, they're gone, aren't they?
Well, I really struggled to do the washing up because when I was a kid, my parents used it as a form of punishment.
When I was little, first time doing the drying, I broke a plate. And I made such a fuss, it was really scary. Why did I make such a fuss? Because I'm getting a side plate. But today I'm not afraid of doing the washing up anymore.
The sink's my safe place, so whenever I feel depressed, I do the washing up.
When I was little, I used to get washed in the sink.
Quite enough, that got rather emotional there. I love how the washing up triggers so many different memories and opinions. So I'd like you to join me in praising me with a song!
Oh, hang on a minute. Just hang on a minute.
Who's this woman? Security! Security!
Who am I? Who are you?
I'm God.
Well, let's ignore the fact that if she really was God, would she need to call security to get rid of me? Don't think so. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, have you been enjoying the research so far?
Yes.
I have. I think there's been some lovely stories, some arguments. I've been thinking about my own personal relationship to washing up. However, God of washing up, this supernatural stuff, it's just not research, is it? Just not research. And frankly, I don't believe in you.
You don't have to believe in me, but the washing up still needs to be done.
Well, you have a point there, but I
Just
don't
join in
think
with
that-
the song.
Oh, no, I don't
Join
think
in with the song, you know,
Join in.
you might
Come
even
on.
enjoy
I
it.
don't know about
It's easier than doing the washing up.
Let's see. That's it.
Yes.
Yes.
And done.
It all starts with a teaspoon, followed by a teacup, and then a cereal bowl, and then another cereal bowl. Suddenly it's lunchtime. You think soup will be divine. You leave a pan behind. You leave a bowl behind. You leave a spoon behind. 2 spoons, 1 from earlier. It's stacking up. The washing up. So who's gonna do it? Me. Will it be me? Me. Who's gonna do it? Me. Will it be me? Me. Who's gonna do it? Me. Will it be me? I just don't think that's particularly fair. I told everybody I hate the washing up, and here I am having to do it. Hold on, that's cold. Oh, it's the boiler gone again. This is ridiculous.
It's gonna be me.